So here we are at the top of Yamadera Risshaku-ji Temple, completed in 860. There is no more beautiful spot than this one in autumn, an amazing view overlooking Yamagata Prefecture. And at the top of 1,015 steps lies a public Japan Postbox and a man who has to climb these steps almost every day to pick it up.
Only in Japan.
I jumped on an E3 series bullet train, the Yamagata Shinkansen from Tokyo, for the 2-hour 45-minute ride north, the morning mountain mist exciting me for the adventure at hand today. Yamadera, northeast of Yamagata City in the mountains, is a gem for off-the-beaten-path travelers, especially beautiful in autumn. Close to the JR station is an over 1,000-step stairway hike to the ancient Risshaku-ji Temple, or Yamadera, which is directly translated as Mountain Temple. And at the top, besides the temple serving the residents and tourists alike, is a red Japan Postbox, with pickup time 11 a.m. 6 days a week. I always wondered who climbs up here to pick it up. That's over 12,000 steps each week, a real workout. And I found the man who has a most scenic and one of the most challenging postal routes, perhaps in all of Japan. This is Sasahara-san, who has been on this route for several years. He parks at the Yamadera post office and then hikes up, the same as tourists. Autumn here is warm in the afternoon sun, chilly in the evening, perfect hiking temperature. When you're carrying mail and packages and have to climb up a mountain,
It's a long way.
well, it's not that far away, just 20 or 30 minutes to climb up. The temple was founded in 860, nearly 1,200 years ago, an ancient hike that now has well-maintained stone and cement steps to the top. We'll end the episode at the stunning Godaido observation deck and an autumn view of the mountain town below. It does look much more difficult from street level, though. (11:59 a.m.) We start the climb from under the Tori Gate. The real climbing in the forest starts here at the temple gate. Admission for non-postal workers is 300 yen, open 9 to 5 daily.
時間がないときはそのようなペースで登りますよ。
あ、そっか。
こう一段飛ばしたり、はい。
Take it step by step, but you have to stop and look around. There's no reason to rush it, even when you have a postal route.
奥の院まで。
Yamadera is one of the big attractions of Tohoku. It's really nice to get out of the city. The steps up here have a lot of character, built around the ancient rocks that give you a chance to look around. Say hi to the other travelers. There aren't that many people in the early mornings, and near closing time, the best time to visit and climb. We pass the Midahora Rock, worn from centuries of weather, resembling a figure of Amida Buddha. We took a break at the halfway mark, and I asked Sasahara-san what Yamadera's attraction is to him.
山寺何の魅力ありますか？
魅力。そうですね。この階段を登って自分の体力作りですね。
なるほど。
一応1030段って聞いているんですけども、やっぱり階段っていうのが一番最初108段登りましたよね。そして平神社に来て、それから全部合わせると1030段って私聞いているんですけど。
The climb up is easy today, no packages, but sometimes he does have to bring them up. 12:09 p.m. This is Niomon Gate, a scenic spot to cross from forest to the opening top of the mountain. The Yamagata fall colors seem to start a month before Tokyo. From here, we start to enter the mountaintop village where only a handful of people actually live. Even without any roads to drive up, mail needs to be picked up and dropped off like every small town around the country.
There we go.
The view is also easier to admire. We're about 300 meters above sea level.
はい、じゃあ次上に行きます。おはようございます。あります？うん。はい、はいどうもです。はいどうもでした。
The mail must be delivered no matter what.
雨でも雪でも
はい。
台風でも
台風でも登ります。
So it is true. Almost nothing stops the post office.
危なくない？
大丈夫です。山形の方はあまり台風っていうのが影響ありませんので。
そうですね。
はい。
よかった。あ、着いた。
We've reached the public mailbox. Sasahara-san makes another delivery.
おはようございます。はい、お願いします。どうもありがとうございます。帰りにポストをあげますので。
はい。
We've got more work to do before picking up the mail from the public post box.
おはようございます。
One resident was happy for the visit.
お姉様だ。出る？出てくる？はい、お願いします。どうも。OK。
As we move to the digital world, it's good to remember that these daily interactions also become more important too. The delivery of mail, that human connection, important in remote areas. We quickly visited the main hall, Daibutsu-den, and made our way back down to the post box. "12:32. There doesn't seem to be a lot of mail to pick up today.
OK です。
今日たくさんありました。
まあまあです。はい。
平日だから。
はい、まあまあです。
You could see that a lot of people stopped to watch us pick up the mail.
で、なんか木曜日、金曜日って結構少ないんですよ。
あ
ただ月火は非常にパンパンです、これ。
あ。はい。やっぱり週末の方。
はい。
Seeing someone whose job it is to walk up the path so often that some tourists struggle with is also an attraction, especially for Japanese visiting Yamadera for the first time.
はい、こんにちは。
毎日来るんですか？
そうです。休み以外は毎日来ます。
すごいですね。
いつもここの担当なんですか？
そうです。月火水木金曜日で、あと土日休んで5日間登ってます。
足腰強いんでしょうね。
いえいえ、それほどでも。はい、どうもでした。
I suppose, in a way, Sasahara-san is a connection between the world on the outside and the spiritual world atop the mountain. It would make quite an interesting anime.
こんにちは、どうも。
We walk down past Niomon Gate, a slice of everyday life in Japan, perhaps the most interesting way to see the stunning attractions in the heart of Yamagata. The trip down is much faster than the trip up. You notice the different view, the sun setting, changing the direction of the light through the trees. The whole trip from post office from top to bottom took about an hour. 12:57, post office reached.
お疲れ様でした。
はい、どうもでした。そうですね、最初の7日間、1週間は非常に大変でしたんですけど、毎日やっぱり登っているうちに慣れまして、健康的になりますし、体力もつきますし、非常にいいですよ。
いつまでできると思いますか？
あと2年です。ちょうどあと2年経てば65歳になりますので。
A lot of Japanese hikers say hi, take selfies with Sasahara-san. A lot of respect for the guy who has to do his duty up and down the trail every day. And there are a lot of things he'll miss.
やっぱり四季いろいろ変わりますので、山の風景が やはり四季が一番美しいですね。
Good.
1:12 p.m. Sasahara-san is off. There are more stops on his route in the surrounding mountains, delivering mail until his retirement in a couple of years. I went up for a quick climb again to visit the most scenic spot, the Godaido observation deck at sunset.
It said that those that ascend the steps, 1015 to Yamadera Temple at the top, forget the outside world, and as they ascend, they transcend into something greater. And when you walk around, and make sure you look around, because it's just stunning.
Between 3 and 4 p.m., there were fewer people on the steps. It had a much different feel. The Godaido deck, pavilion of the five masters, when the lighting is right, is one of the most incredible views of Japan. It feels surreal when you have it all to yourself, just the sound of the wind, trees, and maybe the local train passing by at the bottom in town.
25 years ago when I first came to Japan, I remember coming up to Yamadera around that time. And more than the view around me, I was impressed with this. Who has to climb those stairs and pick up and deliver the mail almost every day? Sasahara-san. And it was really special to get a chance to see him at his job. These are the kind of stories that I like to bring you on this channel. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button and join me on another adventure as I take it every corner of this amazing country. Mata ne.